Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gian Klainguti, and I'm here to present Birom. It's a game that my uncle invented, sitting over there, a long time ago, and I think I'm really in love with this game. It's really is a passion, and why is one of the reasons is it combines the best aspects from chess, backgammon, and Go. These would be for chess. It's a logical game. You can think a couple of steps in advance. From backgammon, it stays really exciting till the last stone is played. And from Go, the neutral territories, or I call it common ground. But now let's go back and look a bit of the history. This is my uncle, Jerry. He's an inventor, a painter, a writer, and an artist. And he thinks a lot. And in the 80s, he was totally into games and puzzles and games, and he was thinking about this one thing, but he couldn't bring it out. And then one night, he was lying in bed, full of sweat, and he had the vision. Pam, he had it right in front of him. He woke up. These are these patterns. He woke up, cut it out, and there you have. That's Birom. That's how Birom happened. He had this vision, and everything came together. He thought about it a couple of years, and now everything came together, and it was actually playable. He put the game together, played it with a couple of people, my cousins, and so on. And I would like to give you now a short overview of the rules. Everything's formed around this red central stone called Birom, and it's neutral. Now, and it's always the center of everything. So in a way, it reminds me of Switzerland, because it's also somehow neutral, there's red. And now, standing on here on a red stage, something else with TED, I don't know. Maybe you had that envisioned as well, I don't know. But in any case, back to the rules. You have two-player game. One's yellow, the other one is blue. And they're both trying to surround the red stone. Now, that gets really difficult if two people are trying to surround the same stone. And that's why you have points. Points in the matter that nobody is able to surround the red center stone. The points come in handy, and one counts at the end of the game who has more points. Now, there's one other little trick, is surrounding your opponent. If you surround your opponent, you can take it out, use his stone at the end, and you have a stone more, so that's a big advantage. Actually, that's a really big advantage, and making points are also really big advantages. Now, so since those are really big advantages, there's something in this game that's called common ground, or neutral territories. Now, I really, really love this idea of common ground, because what does that mean? It means if, for instance, someone's able to surround the opponent, he gets the stone, he can take it out. Now, that's a huge advantage. And the space that is left over, the empty space, is common ground. It still connects blue. Now, for instance, make points. If you make a point, if you take a stone and put it and create an empty space, you can fill that space with your points. Now, those points, although they are yours, your opponent can use them to connect his colors. And sometimes at the end of the game, he only won because the points you actually made. Now, I love that idea. And I think that's also, for our century, and everybody's been talking about this also here at TED, I think this is just an amazing idea. If you are able to create a real advantage for yourself, you should make sure that everyone around you also get an advantage. And I think if everybody would do that, and we would really implement it in this century, then we would have, a much more sustainable place to live on. Now, going further, these simple rules here in this game create really, really crazy patterns, complex patterns. And it's really funny, because every time I play this game with someone else, like if I play it with a banker, it's going to be a very organized pattern. Now, then I play with my uncle, he's an artist, and the patterns get very crazy. And with everyone one plays, it really shows something about the people you played with, and every pattern is different. Now, here we played a Birom with lots of stones, and since every pattern is different, I started thinking, okay, every time I play this game, I'd love to take a picture of the pattern and upload it. And I hope that maybe afterwards, when we go, we'll be playing Birom at the end of the show. Anyone who's interested in the game can sit with us and play around, and everybody who beats us will get a real copy of this game, a limited thing. And I think this game is really, if everybody, it's going to be available soon. I don't know yet when. But, if everybody would just take a picture of the pattern they create, they can upload it, they can name that pattern after themselves, and I hope that at the end, after, I don't know, after 50 years, maybe we'll have decoded all possible formations of the patterns physically. That's a really nice thought. So last but not least, I would like to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for letting me present this game. That's been, he created it in the 80s, and it's been locked up in an archive over 20 years, and now, today, it's been presented at TED. Thank you very much.